Hello everyone, it's Asia. Time for some tarot. How are you all doing? We just had that full moon yesterday in Scorpio. So, yeah, let's check in and let's see what this full moon has in store for us. What is it bringing up? It's the energy. You could hear the sandhill crane bellowing in the back. Alright, so yes, intense full moon. What is it bringing up for everybody? What's the energy? What's the messages here? What do we need to focus on? Leave me a comment. Let me know how it's affecting you. Don't forget to like and share the video, and please subscribe to the channel. Alright, let's get some answers here about this full moon in Scorpio. What is it saying here? One more? Okay, alright. Ooh, yeah, hold on. Judgment. Ooh, okay. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Wands and the Judgment card. Okay, so let's go one by one here. So the nice thing is there's a big ending, and you know, with this Judgment and the Ten of Swords and with this full moon, there's a lot of Plutonic energy. Pluto being about death and rebirth. Okay, so this Eight of Wands here means for some of you, you may be getting some sort of a spark. You may get a message from your higher self, from the divine, even with this Judgment card. Okay, you may feel some here's that Eight of Wands. That Eight of Wands is a it's a burst of energy. It is a it's a lot of movement. It is, you know, getting a real passionate, fiery message within that may be coming from the divine. Okay, with this Judgment card and with the Ten of Swords, this means that this full moon is bringing up a lot of endings. It's bringing up truly what we need to shed, truly what the difficult struggle is. You know, the Ten of Swords, it's, you know, what has been absorbing your mind and giving you mental unrest. Okay, it's something that's physically been draining, mentally exhausting, and probably quite painful. Okay, and so this full moon energy could bring on quite suddenly for some of you that pain or that remembrance of some sort of pain that you've been clinging to, and it's time to let it go. Now, this could be something that's physically in your world. It could be a relationship. It could be a job. It could be a way of thinking. It could be a habit. It could be, you know, there's all kinds of things it could be. It's going to be different for all of us. But it's definitely time to end something that is, it's enough. It's really enough. This Judgment card, this is divine healing coming in for you. Okay, and it's time for you to make a big judgment. Okay, you have to decide, you know, this. And like I said, that Eight of Wands energy is gonna, it's bringing it in. It's you know, do some meditations, try to sit in silence or take a walk in nature, because you will find that you may just get a flash of a message or a flash of some sort of remembrance, or a flash of, you know, some sort of energy that's going to be a catalyst for you to end this once and for all, and to really make a decision that needs to be made, a decision about something that you can no longer take, that's something that is just, you have to be done with. Okay, and it's not easy, for sure. This is not easy energy. No. But again, the significance here is it's pretty powerful. Okay, and yeah, it's time to end some difficulties. It's time, and it's time to really make a higher judgment call. It's time to go higher. Okay, it's time to get out of the physical body, to get out of this 3D world, to get out of the attachment to the material world, and really get into your spirit, and really get out of that body, out of the mind, out of what's been plaguing you and difficult. And it's time to rise above and really call on spirit and raise yourself to a higher vibration. Okay. Yeah, this is not easy, folks. This is definitely, it's not easy, but we all are feeling it, and these are difficult times, and it's time. It's time for making those tough decisions. It's time for reprogramming yourself. Okay. Let me see here. Let's get another message here from the unicorns. Any advice on these processes we are going through, these energies we are feeling? Okay. Creative. Okay. Draw, paint, think, act in creative ways. Okay, so this is the time to get creative. For some of you, you may need to write. Some of you, may need to get a coloring book and color, or draw, or paint, or get some clay and make something. Shoot, I don't care, to get some macaroni and make some macaroni art. Whatever it is, but it's time to get creative and use your creative outlet. For some of you, this is a real call for you to explore your creative side. Okay, you might have been holding yourself back, and you may have been living your life up until this point with no creative outlet, and it's not going to work anymore. I'm not saying that that's going to become your life, and going to sell your work, okay? But we need creative outlets, because it is a way for us to communicate with our soul, and for us to raise our vibration and get into a higher realm, okay? So I really, I urge you to find a creative outlet for yourself, because whatever you're feeling, whatever this 10 of Swords is, it's been draining, and it's difficult, and it's time to release it. And in order to do so, you may need to, get that creative spark. This 8 of Wands here, this is that spark. This is where you're going to have that passion, that spark to create something. Okay, and maybe what you need to create and get creative about is your life, and what you're doing, and where it's time to make a change, and to make a judgment about how you're living your life. Okay. All right, my friends, I hope that is helpful. I know these are difficult times, and I wish you all well, and I hope that you all find some peace. Love and light.